warm welcome to Econo Chat Let's Talk Business with Mr. Daniel Steinman. I'm your hostess, Elsa Vitivignani. It is that time of the year. It's festive season. A lot is happening. People are excited. People want to, budgeting, I believe, for the festive season. But of course, there is one thing that people always look forward to, and that is Black Friday, Mr. Daniel Steinman.
Hello,
what do you have to say? Welcome.
Yeah, thank you. And hello,
I'm so
all our listeners.
I'm one of those people that are actually very excited when it comes to the festive season. As much as prices may look crazy, but Black Friday has there to, just to make you feel a bit better.
Also, it's a combination of prices that are crazy. What I've referred to earlier as the cost of living crisis.
Yeah.
And it hasn't abated. It is still a crisis. And it is for the vast majority of Namibians, it's an existential crisis. It's a daily battle for survival.
Of course.
So then we got Black Friday, which is like a highlight on the retail calendar. And I don't have any other way to describe it as a highlight, because so many people look forward to it.
Yeah.
I'm not so convinced that it is that successful for businesses, and I'm also not so convinced that the prices that are offered on Black Friday are that good. Do you know why? For the simple reason, prices have increased so much. Even if you slash them by half, they're still higher than what they were a year ago.
Yeah.
It means that Black Friday is nice, and it's something to look forward if you've got a few loose cents to spend.
Yeah.
If you really cutting your budget up in little thin strips, it doesn't make any difference. It's very interesting that Black Friday is a very traditional thing. It's more than 100 years old, and it comes from a response to Thanksgiving. And Thanksgiving is about 250 years old. Do you know where Thanksgiving comes from?
No, I've never been interested to.
It's actually a Dutch institution.
Oh, okay.
And Pennsylvania, where it was first celebrated more than 200 years ago, used to be called the Dutch country in the United States. So dankzegging is what they called it then, before it became English. And you can even hear in the Dutch name for it, it's what it says. Remember, it's the end of the summer for the Northern Hemisphere. So it was in response to the harvest. If it was a good harvest, well, whether it was a good harvest or not, they had Thanksgiving. And after Thanksgiving, traders, they claim that they ran losses before Thanksgiving because they had to fund the expenses for farmers to put the plants and the maize and stuff in the ground to be able to produce stuff. So they had to extend I'm talking about the dealers now. They had to extend credit. So all their entries in the accounting were done in red ink. Minus. And then come Thanksgiving, and the farmers start producing or harvesting, and they start selling, and they start paying back the dealers.
Okay.
Like the agricultural corporation. And as of the day after Thanksgiving, the entries in the accounting books are done in black ink.
Okay.
Indicating a profit.
Yeah.
So up until Thanksgiving, throughout the summer season, the entries are, it's not a loss, but it's indicated as a negative value in red ink. And since or after Thanksgiving, in black ink as an indication of, now we can live again.
Black Friday.
So it's a dealer response. And I see many similarities in the way that we interpret Black Friday in Namibia as to how it was when it started in the United States. Because I'm fairly certain that, especially after COVID, that there are many retail businesses who actually look forward to all the discounts they can give on Black Friday. and they have to forfeit a little bit of their markup.
Yeah.
But the sales, the volumes are so huge that they make up for it in how much of all the stuff that they sell. You know, and if you just look around you, also, Black Friday is a big deal in Namibia.
It is.
I mean, more than 2 weeks ago, I started noticing the first advertisements for Black Friday deals, and it has become such an institution. It's almost expected that the shop has to have a Black Friday deal.
Yeah.
You know, and for families who've been suffering the last 2 years, if they want a nice TV and they couldn't afford it, but there's a little bit of money available, but not big enough or not sufficient to go buy that 30-inch TV, maybe Black Friday there's the special that they can afford that. And for many other businesses, it is just a very big boost to their sales volumes. Second part of our discussion, I want to look at Black Friday as a inflection point.
Okay.
Where we basically start the preparations for the holiday season.
Okay, let's do that right after this short break.